And welcome to Poppy's Workshop. And what's on Poppy's Workbench? Well, we are going to have a busy weekend or busy week. Um, Coming up, this is going to be my last week of work before my Christmas break, and I'll be in the workshop uh, pretty much every day until the end of the year. But I wanted to show you what's going on right now. One of the things that's happening is I am starting a nonprofit organization that will give toys to children in need. You can read more about it on my website, which is poppysworkshop.org, O-R-G, and it's all together, no apostrophe, because you can't do that on the internet, which is unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. So let me show you what's going on. As I'm going to be really busy. But first, I don't know if I had showed you some of the finished Christmas ornaments. This was done out of mahogany. I think I did show what they looked like, and this was the other one with the with the tree in the middle there. So I want to give a quick show of that. So let's talk about what's on my workbench right now. And here are some prototypes. And actually, I'm doing a couple prototypes, but this is a prototype of a race car. And this is a Steve Good design. He's probably one of the more prolific pattern designers, and he does them all for free. I mean, it's mind blowing. He is so generous. It's just simply amazing. Shout out to him. But I got to leave the workbench for a second because I did want to get a couple things to show you. And of course, I can't find what I'm looking for. There we go. I think I found one there. And I think I did find the other here. So, yeah, kind of boring. Uh, not seeing anything. I know I generally don't show myself in the videos other than for my hands. That's just me. But you can actually see a picture of me on my website. Uh, there's just a few pages, and there's a drop down on the right for other information, and you'll see an about me, and you'll actually see a picture of me. But I'm not a YouTube influencer or star or anything like that. I'm just trying to do my thing here. So anyway, what I'm looking at doing for these prototypes is these would be for the older children that would be in need. I'm still trying to figure out the ages. I'm really good with the little kids, but trying to get a little bit older. Or depending on the gifts that people give, for example, if somebody gives $100, I can build, 10, 10, 12. Wait a second. I think maybe more than that. I got to get the price in my head. I'm going to be able to build a whole bunch of cars and give them to an organization, for example, the police department, fire department, some of the non-governmental organizations that are out there for international distribution. But when people give gifts so that I can build cars, then I want to be able to give them something. So these are some of the prototypes. Now, this is cut. It is a rough sand or rough shape right now and dry fitting of the wheels. So actually on the back, I'm not going to show them. The axles are a little bit long because I'm going to trim them exactly so I can get some real precise. So what I did is this is two different woods. This is aspen and cedar. So that gives you the color. So when I actually finish this, I most likely I'm thinking a polyurethane gel, which will be really nice and hard. When I get my final sanding, when I go to like 1500 grit, it is going to be smooth and glossy. It's going to be beautiful. So you'll see that the numbers are on the side. They look right. So these are the opposite sides. So that's what I'm doing there. I still have more shaping to do. I'm going to shape the driver, round out his head and everything like that, and get maybe a little bit more rounding here for the rough, and then smooth it all out. So this is, one of those early Indy racers. Uh, Let me do this. This is what I'm working on right now. This is actually going to be a 1972 um, Corvette. And I'm actually going to be making, I think, three of these. I'm doing what's called a stack cut. So these boards are glued together in certain areas. And actually, you can probably see it better here. Let me trying to get the light's not quite right here. So what I did is this lighter wood is curly maple and this is cherry. So doing that, the two different uh, colors of wood or darknesses of wood, I'm going to get an effect similar to this. But because of the way I did this, you notice I'm going to cut out a curly maple, and being that I'm stack cutting, I'm also going to have the middle section of the Corvette in the cherry. So I'm going to have on one car, I'm going to have the curly maple center and cherry fenders. And then the other one will be the opposite of that. It'll be the curly maple and then the cherry center. So I'll be able to get two different styles, colors of cars. So here is my blocks. And if you're wondering, I'm actually going to make a jig out of this so that when I do axles, um, I'm going to have a thin cut here. It'll go down the middle. I've got to get well, actually, I'll do this. Um, so what I'll do is part way down is where I'm just going to saw that to there. And that's where my blade will go when I feed in this way. And then I'm going to have some holes that will be the size of the dowel. I'll probably do two different or three different ones down here because I want to maintain strength. And what will happen is I'll be able to stick the dowel in, set the depth or the length of where it's going to go, and cut it so that I have clean cuts every single time. And I could put something here as a stop, for example, so the dowel would go in and I can get the same length of dowel every single time. So that's an experiment that I'm doing right now. Let me put these down. So these are the fenders because I'm doing three cars, so I'll need six fenders. So there's the other one right there. So let's put those aside here. And you're probably wondering, oh my heavens, what's all this other stuff laying out in front here? Well, these are the four patterns that I will be doing. I'm not sure if I'll be doing these this weekend because this is going to take a bit of time. But these are going to be the patterns of the cars that I'm going to be giving away. You saw these two in other videos, and those are real nice. I really like how it is. There's actually a photograph of my grandson with the one that I'm giving him for Christmas. He's 9 months. He doesn't know the difference. So, um, and he's actually my official toy taster. Taster, yeah, tester. No, he's a taster too, because the first thing he did is put this puppy into his mouth. So, you know, you'll see him in the about section as well, to a picture, and he's a beautiful boy, and the inspiration of what Poppy's Workshop is all about and the nonprofit that I'm putting together. So anyway, we have the car, we have the dog, and I'm going to do the whale. And what I really like is the theme of this is having the heart cut out on the animals. And then I'm also going to do a boat. So these patterns I got from Scrollsaw Village, and these are John Nelson designs. And I generously giving away the free pattern so that we can make as much as what we want in terms of the vehicles. Um, Now I'm trying to remember here. Um, this was something that I purchased from toymakerpatterns.com, and they do some really beautiful designs. And again, I can purchase the rights to the design so that I can make the cars. So as long as I don't sell the actual pattern itself, I can make as many cars as I want, which is really nice. So if you noticed, there's a pencil mark here. I'm going to be doing a little change on this. First of all, here's the type of wheel that I'm going to be putting on. There's a nice shape to it. Let me see if I can get that tilted up a little bit. So there's a nice shape to it, and it'll be a nice rolling car. And what I'm going to do here, um, I'm actually, where this dotted line is, I'm going to take a Forstner bit, which is a type of drill that just drills flat. I'm going to drill a hole, and I am going to put, yay, a little people in. So rather than doing this or leaving it blank, I'm going to put a little people in so that they can be taken out and played with. And what I'm also thinking of doing here is maybe similar to this, to simulate a steering wheel, is I may come out here and do something like this. I'm not quite sure yet. I want to make sure it doesn't interfere with my little people. And then when I get to the sanding is I'll round the top of that. So that's what I'm thinking of doing there. I've got to do it on my other one as well, but I'll get my flat blade and I'll flat blade my angle here, and I'll clean it up. But that's what I am doing with that in terms of my customizations to the design. And that's it. I think pretty much this is going to keep me busy, as I said. And, go visit the site poppysworkshop.org and poke around, take a look, um, see what you see. If you'd like to support this nonprofit venture, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm just starting out. This is kind of the soft opening of this endeavor. So, with that, make it a great day right here at Poppy's Workshop.